Tell me about a time when you had to work with a difficult coworker.
Sure. I was working as a psychology associate at a correctional facility where I provided case management services and daily therapeutic intervention and assessment for adult male inmates who all had severe and persistent mental health issues. I was getting ready to leave my job because I was moving out of state, and I did train someone to take over on my caseload. The coworker who I was training to take over my caseload was also new to the organization, so she didn't know all the ins and outs of her position. I emailed her to set up several meetings over the course of a few weeks to bring her up to speed. Our first few interactions I thought were somewhat negative. She was very short in her responses to me when I would ask her questions or provide her information, and I thought her speech was very harsh in tone. I originally sort of brushed it off and thought maybe she was just having a bad day, and I didn't think too much about it. But as we continued to meet, I thought the interactions became more negative and I started to feel uncomfortable. I would say hello to her, ask her how she was. She would just ignore me and was really rude. At this point, I thought this isn't going well, and I was really worried that she wasn't going to be trained well enough for when I left. I thought about it for a few days, and I knew I needed to do something, but I wasn't sure that going to my supervisor was really the best course of action because I didn't want to blow the situation out of proportion, and I certainly did not want to get her in trouble. I decided I would speak to her privately about it and let her know how I was feeling and try to understand what she was thinking and feeling. I let her know that I thought our meetings were unproductive at this time, and I was really worried that she was not going to have all the information and be ready to take over my caseload. I also asked her if there was something that I did that made her feel uncomfortable or upset her, and to let me know if there was something I could do better. She told me that, it wasn't me. She apologized. She said she was really stressed out because of some personal issues she was having, and that she was feeling very overwhelmed with learning the new job and everything that went along with working at the prison. So I think that this talk was really great because I was able to clear up the communication issues and the conflict that I was feeling, and we were both able to let each other know what we were thinking and what we needed. And because she was feeling overwhelmed with some of the other things she needed to do, I helped her with those and brought her back up to speed. And I thought at the time that I was leaving that she was going to be ready to take over my caseload, and there was going to be no lapse in treatment for the inmates, which is really the most important thing here. From this experience, I think I really learned that taking the initiative to be assertive and address a conflict with a coworker is a really great first step, especially before involving a supervisor or anyone else in the situation. And I also think I gained a lot more confidence when having to deal with conflict with a coworker in similar situations.
Great. Thank you.